We're here with the wonderful Gino McKoy, who's written the film LMI that's just in pre-production at the moment with Christopher Plummer. Nice to meet you, Gino.
Nice to meet you.
Would you just mind telling our viewers a little bit about what the movie's about?
Um, in a short synopsis, I could say that it's a movie about a seemingly innocent UN interpreter that's caught between the FBI and a criminal dynasty in a grapple for vengeance. It's not really a typical movie, female action movie. However, it's in the mold of a female born, a female bond. Very gritty, very grounded. It has a certain semblance to certain other movies like Salt and so forth, but we have a lot more action pieces in it, I would say. And there's also a hybrid of drama that's in there that we could follow through the character's emotional journey, I would say, in the film itself. So it brings out dramatic elements to the feature.
Interesting. And I know that you were saying earlier that you have a female lead in the movie, and also the fact that it's not just an action movie, that it brings out a lot of emotional elements of the character.
Right.
I'm interested to know how you came about with the characters and how you came up with the idea for the movie.
Well, I didn't want to do something that was too mundane or something that was already been done before, repetitive, as what you're seeing right now in the marketplace, where it's very male driven and the female action movies are very cliche. I wanted to actually add some character and some spirit and some passion to the lead, where you could identify with a character and follow her emotional journey throughout the actual screenplay and the movie. And it brings a unique twist to it because our lead has that emotional side. You could see her vulnerabilities, but you could also see her strengths. And then you have the aspect of the psychological aspect of it, and the dramatic part of it, where a lot of the female audience right now that you see will probably cling to that, and that's what they want to see. They want to see a story, right? I mean, if you're doing straight action, it's good to do straight action, but you want to have that mix, that hybrid of both drama and action that would attract both female and male audiences, though, to the screen.
That's very true. I think we're seeing a lot of that this year at Cannes, where they've got a lot of very strong
Right.
female leads. Also, I know you said it only took you 6 weeks to write the script on the first draft, which is really impressive. Did you just have an idea for the characters, and how did you end up writing it so quickly?
Well, I always tend to do a lot of research in what I'm doing right now. So it's kind of, before I endeavor into anything, I try to research it to death in terms of how am I going to approach it. And I tend to write backstories first for the characters. And after I write the backstories for the characters, what I do is I then write the script afterwards. So what I did was, I wanted something unique, something different that has not been seen in this sphere before. In terms of the Russian mafia and so forth. And I started the concept about 3 years ago, and I wrote a treatment for it, and I wrote the backstories. And then I began to write the script. My first draft I actually wrote in 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
But the subsequent drafts after that took me 6 to 7 weeks for everything to be completed.
Did you have someone in mind when you wrote the roles, or was it kind of open to interpretation?
Yeah, I did. But it changed significantly because of availability, and because at first it was a lot more dramatic and a lot less action. And then I decided to look at more of a commercial aspect and combine the both in a hybrid, as we would say. And that changed my focus in terms of who we would go after in terms of the lead itself.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you're doing. You would tend to gravitate towards more actresses that have more dramatic ability
Yeah.
for a film that's more dramatic. But action one, you really need that actress that could straddle both sides and be very versatile to both do action and drama, I would say.
And at what stage did you get Christopher Plummer involved with the movie?
Christopher was involved from almost the inception. He read the script, and he's very particular with the roles he takes.
Yeah.
He's at that stage of his career. He doesn't need to take every single feature he does.
Yeah.
He takes the features that he really wants to do.
Yeah.
When he read it, he really loved the script. He said he was anxious to meet with us, and when we met with him, he's a gentleman, but he's also brilliant in theater. He's brilliant on stage. I saw him on stage.
Wonderful.
If you ever saw him on stage, you'll understand what I mean. He read it, and we casted against type. I cast against type. Christopher has normally been seen as the good guy. And as a protagonist in the features, not really a villain.
Yeah.
I guess this role really sets him aside as a villain, and the performance that we're expecting from Christopher will turn a lot of heads in terms of what he delivers, because he's been practicing for it for a while, and he
Yeah.
was really loves the actual character and how I guess in depth I went into the character with him,
Yeah.
and he's gonna really take that to another level, I believe.
Yeah. Well, we really look forward to hopefully seeing it next year at Cannes.
Oh yes, I hope yes we want to do a premiere there, but also in TIFF, we're gonna be doing we're gonna be in production at that time, so we probably will do a release party, and I'll invite you to the release party.
That would be wonderful.
So if
Yeah.
you can cover that. One of the other actors that's also on board is Tyrese Gibson,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And Olga Kurilenko was attached for a while, but we're still working out on that because she has a scheduling conflict.
Uh-huh.
So we're seeing whether or not we want to recast the lead or not.
Those scheduling conflicts, surely
Uh,
they can figure it
We have
out.
a number of other A-list actors that we're actually in negotiations with that
Uh-huh.
are interested. Carrie Ann Moss, us agent, and people spoke to us just recently, and they're very much interested in the feature. So we have a lot of other names to announce much later, towards when we go towards pre-production.
That sounds wonderful. Well, thank you so much
Thank you so
for
much for having me.
spending the time. And I'm Kimberly Datnow, reporting from Cannes, City Beat Live, and we look forward to seeing a wonderful movie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.